Hello and welcome to Prime News. Now look at the headlines. ATS grills paragliding trainer Narendra Raman again. Pernem police grill house owners. None have single evidence of terrorists of Afaque house where terrorists stayed traced. Mapsa Urban Bank should not be allowed to do business, cannot put customers' money at risk. RBI tells High Court. Bank says it's a closure statement for bank. Tourism surveillance stuck in red tapeism. File making rounds of departments from last 2.5 months. Just fortnight left for tourist season to begin. High Court adjourns hearing for Friday on crime branch's plea challenging anticipatory bail to Digambar Kamath. Special Court rejects bail of Evacha Sundar. And Hero Indian Super League Season 2 opening ceremony tickets go on sale online. Mega Festival to start ISL on 3rd October in Chennai. Now the news in detail. Following Prudent expose, Goa anti-terrorist squad is now probing paraglider terrorist of Afaque's activities in Keri Arambol. ATS is probing his activities including details of his stay, his skills, locations, his plans and intentions. ATS on Thursday again summoned paragliding trainer Raman and quizzed him for almost an hour, while the Pernem police grilled the unauthorized guest house owners Pokre and Talkar from Keri Harmal. Afaque was staying at Talkar's guest house. Raman had made his arrangements. Watch this report.
ATS grilled Narendra Raman on Thursday again over his paragliding training to the terrorist Syed Afaque at Keri Arambol Plateau. As per sources, terrorist Syed Afaque had contacted Narendra Raman through an email. Syed requested Raman to arrange a rental house for him during the training. Later, Raman arranged a rented premises at Satish Talekar house, just adjacent to Shirish Pokre's residence where Raman stayed. But Raman has no photograph, no ID proof or any other document of terrorist Syed Afaque. Police say there is no need to arrest Narendra Raman as he is fully cooperating with investigations. ATS has found around 20 paragliding kits from the room of the Red House where Raman stayed. Meanwhile, following Prudent's expose on unauthorized rest houses operating illegally in Keri area, Pernem police grilled Shirish Pokre and Satish Talekar who rented their premises to Narendra Raman and terrorist Syed Afaque. Raman stayed at Red House owned by Pokre. Police grilled both house owners for 2 hours. They are asked to be present whenever police summons them. Afaque had stayed at Talekar's house. Meanwhile, ATS on Thursday too visited the paragliding spot in Keri Terikol for further investigations. Now ATS is diving deep into investigations and trying to find out what were Afaque's plans and intentions, how long the terrorist stayed in Goa, what all he did during his stay and what did he learn and why. But Narendra Raman, neither the house owner Talekar has any photograph or ID proof or any concrete info of the terrorist Syed Afaque, which has led Goa police lurking in dark. Bureau Report, Prudent.
Reserve Bank of India has contended before the High Court that it cannot allow Mapsa Urban Cooperative Bank to do business putting its customers' money at risk. RBI further contended that the bank should be allowed only limited business till the upliftment of its financial position. On the other side, Mapsa Urban Cooperative Bank contended RBI ban order is virtually a closure order for the bank. During the hearing before the High Court on Thursday, Reserve Bank of India contended that order to limit business of Mapsa Urban Cooperative Bank was issued after auditing the financial data of the bank. RBI in the bank's audit has found that capital to risk assets ratio has gone as low as -12%, whereas this ratio must be plus 9%. RBI at the time of issuing order also found that the bank has outstanding of about 533 crore rupees while it had assets only worth 250 crores. RBI, pleading the High Court not to intervene in the matter, contended that money of customers of Mapsa Urban Cooperative Bank is at risk and the financial restrictions are necessary till the upliftment of bank's financial position. In a counter-argument, counsel for Mapsa Urban Cooperative Bank contended that RBI's embargo is like virtual closure of the bank. If the customers who have deposited with them lakhs of sum are not allowed to withdraw their own money, then it will be like discrimination with the right of the customers. Bank also contended that ban on granting or renewing loans is restricting earning of the bank. The arguments remain inconclusive on Thursday and will be continued on Friday. Mukesh Kumar for Prudent.
The implementation of the beat surveillance system in the state is currently stuck in red tapeism. The file is pending before an IAS officer since 2.5 months. As per sources, now the file has been sent to the Tourism Director as Tourism Secretary has raised queries on the proposal. Just a fortnight remaining for touristic season to begin and the surveillance system file is still doing rounds in the departments.
Government has proposed a beat surveillance system to keep a tab on the thefts and crime committed on Goan beaches. The beats were invited for the selection of agency to implement beat surveillance on the public-private partnership basis, that too a year ago. 3 agencies were selected. Out of these, ITV Computers were the lowest bidders. They had bid 30% of the revenue collected to the government. However, other 2 agencies assured just around 15% of revenue earned to the government. But the process of awarding contract is on hold since the month of May. The so-called file is making rounds in Tourism Secretary's office and now lying on the table of the Tourism Director. Here is the trail how the file is making round and is on hold for a long time. On 30th April, bids were opened. In May, GL shortlists 3 agencies. GL then sends the file to Tourism Department to select agency. Tourism Secretary raises queries on proposal. Meetings are held to clarify queries and then the file is moved ahead. 31st August, Director sends the file to Tourism Secretary after 2.5 months. On 3rd September, Tourism Secretary raises queries and sends file back to the department. Currently, file is pending with Tourism Director Amaya Abhayankar. When we questioned Tourism Minister Dilip Parulekar, this is what he had to say.
CCTV कॅमेराज आणि सगळ्या बिचाचेर आणि टुरिजम प्लेसीस आहा थंय हाय मास इल्युमिनेशन करपाचो प्रपोजल जो आसा ताजो एस्टिमेट आणि बाकी सगळे एक्टिविटी सेंट्रल गव्हर्नमेंट आमकां फंडिंग करता हेजे सगळे टायम टू टायम फुडें चल्लेलें आसा आणि त्या खातीर म्हाका दिसता ह्याच सिजनाक बाय एंड ऑफ दीस इयर दॅट इज 2015 म्हणजे डिसेंबर पासून तुमकां सुरू जाल्ल्यो पळोवपाक मेळटल्यो.
ही आता ऑनरेबल डायरेक्टर जो आसा ताका 4 चार्ज आसा. एक डायरेक्टर टुरिजम आसा, एक तुजो बजेटाचो आसा, फायनान्सान बजेटाचो आसा, PPP सेल आसा, मागीर ESG दिल्लो आसा आनी प्लस तेजो 5th चार्ज जो आसा तो कलेक्टर आसलो हांगा दिल्ली आनी तेजी केसी आसा हांगा जे भाशेन आयोचे भाशेन ना ते इन्व्हेस्टिंग ऑफिसर जो आसा तेजो तेका दिल्ली वचूंक पडटा परतून कलेक्टरान थोड्यो केसी आसा तेज्यो म्हणजे हे सगळे पळोवपाक गेले ही कॅनॉट डिवोट टायम. आय डोंट ब्लेम हिम बट खंय तरी वी शूड दीस 2-3 थिंग्स एक बीच सर्वेलन्स हे फुडें वचपाक जाय. हांव डायरेक्टर कडेन ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर कडेन परतून मिटींग आपयतलो.
Just half month away and the tourist season will commence. But the file of beat surveillance is still making its rounds in the department, leaving a mark of uncertainty over the fate of the beat surveillance, at least for upcoming season. Senior reporter Lokik Shilkar with Tulsidas Chari for Prudent.
Let's take a short break. Stay tuned.